Hi guys, welcome back to more episodes of The Walking Dead, episode 4 of season 2. The last slow burn episode, we learned that Carl is out the woods, so to speak, kind of not on his deathbed anymore, but certainly not up and running about. And the dark thing we learned was with Shane again. We've seen a few traits already, but if you weren't absolutely sure that the guy's losing it, we are now. Because he's just sacrificed the other guy, Otis, to save his own skin and then make up a story. And then, because he grabbed at his hair and it made all that red marks in his hair, he's even shaved his head to try and not questioned about it. And that's pretty much where we are. It was a relatively slow episode. We'll see what happens next, so let's go. This is episode 4. I still want to know how they appear to be safe here. There's been no explanation to keep this area protected. Why have no walkers come this direction? It's not that far from where they are. I don't know. Maybe it's just coincidence.
Sophia, is she okay?
Not exactly.
Fine.
Yeah, just tell him what he needs to wear.
Rest.
How is he?
He'll pull through.
Good. All right.
Thanks
She's going to be all right.
Herschel
Okay, that's
and his
good.
people and
And Shane. We'd have lost Carl if not for him.
Now, more than ever, our most precious asset. We thank you, God, for the peace he enjoys in your embrace.
Yeah.
Shane,
Going to play on his mind. Has
will
to.
you speak for Otis?
Not good at it.
well, you shared his final moments.
You have to
Please.
accept this responsibility if you're going
I
to
need
keep
to
up
hear.
this.
I need to know his death had meaning.
Oh, man. There's one thing I will say, though. If he's putting this on, he's a hell of an actor, okay? Oscar-winning performance time. If what the emotions we're seeing on Shane's face are real, which I believe to an extent they are, and it's not just for everybody else's, for everyone else to see. You see, I would normally say the way he's becoming, he's turning into kind of a sociopath, but a sociopath would have no empathy whatsoever and not show any of that on his face. So it's either that, and he's just doing an Oscar-winning performance, or it is actually affecting him. And the fact it's showing, it's giving us flashes of it in his own mind, is that he's deeply affected by it. But he's still willing to lie about it. So there's, I don't know.
We gotta save the boy.
That's what he's telling himself. That is how he's reasoning this.
I take the rear, I'll cover you. And when I look back,
Do you really need the details? That's it. That's all you need to say. Stop that.
How long's this girl been lost?
this will be day 3.
3? Oh, it's 3 days.
County survey map.
Fuck.
Shows
she's
terrain
dead.
and elevations.
But I like that. I actually like that we're losing the sense of time. Because it no longer bloody matters, does it? For the show, it no longer matters that the passage. I know Dale was on about this with the watch. We need to keep a record. We need to at least know when it is. That I understand. But as regards watching it as the viewer and I'm showing the passage of time, doesn't matter. You're in a life-death situation constantly, and day turns to night, night turns to day, and I've not been able to count just exactly how long it's been, so now we've been told it's 3 days. You know, I said that 70-30 odds against for her. That's just dropped to probably, I don't know, 90-10 against now.
drive up to the interstate, see if Sophia wandered back. All right. Tomorrow then, we'll start doing this right. We're guests here. This is your property, and we will respect that.
Fair point.
What happens if we find her and she's bit? I think we should all be clear on how we handle that. You do what has to be done.
I'm running short already. I should make a run into town.
Not the place Shane went.
No, there's a pharmacy just a mile down the road.
Our go-to-town expert.
Yeah, he
I
is.
ask him along just to be cautious. I hear you. He woke up.
Yeah, he's in and out, but...
Not really feeling him stop wearing the police cap.
Hey, you're fast on your feet and know how to get in and out. Got a pharmacy run you in?
Road trip.
Pull back. That's it. Push that lever out.
You're limited on hardware. You've got to learn how to keep them clean.
We can get this search properly organized now.
You got a point, or we just chatting?
My point. It lets you off the hook. You don't owe us anything.
Well, the plans fell through.
Yeah,
I
but
can't have your people thinking this is permanent. Once you find this girl and your boy's fit for travel, I expect you'll move on. We need to be clear on that.
Hi. Usually
Checking her out, way.
real discreet about that, okay?
Which would be?
Sure.
Thank you.
What is it?
Kind of missing the point of the whole discreet thing, Glenn. Try the feminine hygiene section.
Yeah, enough said. Consider done.
That might be something and nothing. I don't know. But him asking, well, where the hell do I look for this thing if I'm being discreet? Feminine hygiene section. Now, what could that be? Is that normal monthly feminine products that are required? Or is it something else? I'll leave it at that for now.
Do your part. Don't complain.
What happened there?
That's what I always...
Don't drink it.
I wouldn't drink that if I were you.
It's contaminated. I can hear it. Yeah. Oh my god, it's blown
Looks
up.
like we got us a swimmer.
It's bloated.
If that thing hasn't contaminated the water yet, blowing its brains out will finish the job.
Yeah, she's right.
That's something, isn't it? It's good to pause for an occasional reminder.
Of what?
Yeah.
Whatever
What?
comes to mind. For me, it's often God. How you were shot, the coma, yet you came out of it somehow. You did not feel God's hand in yours?
That's called odds.
Tells me God's got a strange sense of humor.
I have no problem with religion. I have no problem with people believing in whatever they believe in. What I hate is when people try to force it down your neck that that's why this happened. You're looking at it wrong. No, I'm with Rick. No, I don't believe in any of that. It was just shit happens. I'm sorry, just the odds. 1 million people can be put in a room with a poisonous gas and one person survived because they happen to be immune. Is that God? No, it's just odds.
Oh, you people are crazy.
Yeah.
Get it out of your well or not?
Give us an eye there, Maggie.
I have to be bloody careful here. If it so much as snaps at you.
A little lower. A little more.
No! No! Do you know what? I was just thinking about that. Oh my god. Yeah, let's not do that again, eh? I said it was a lousy fucking plan. I mean, could be somewhere where she's held up, but... You can so tell he's done this before. He knows how to clear a room. What I'm saying is, she could get one in the area even if she just like this found a house. I'm presuming a lot of places might still have some running water because they rely on wells and stuff.
Come on, y'all together.
That thing probably weighs about 20 odd stone right now.
Watch out, dog.
You're some big fat dude. They must have.
Come on.
That's fucking disgusting.
Might be a good idea.
So what do we do about it?
And there ain't nothing easy about taking a man's life, no matter how little value it may have. But when you get it done, you have to forget it.
You know, normally, this is the kind of thing I do on my own. solo. You know, being out on the road, we've seen a lot. Guess we've gotten a little numb to it.
Well, I guess so.
Wow, look at that.
Why don't you get started?
What about you?
I'm gonna look around and see what's worth grabbing.
Oh, Christ, it is.
What you got?
A pregnancy test.
Nothing, just...
Are you just kidding me? Is that what I think it is? I don't know the brand. But if that's a pregnancy test, we'll talk about it.
You got a girlfriend I don't know about?
It is.
No.
It is.
No. No, I would never have sex.
Really?
Yeah,
you would.
I'm lost.
Yeah, I'm done.
I'll have sex with you.
Well, okay.
Really?
What, now?
Why?
You're asking questions?
I can't.
Don't ask questions, just, there's one answer. Yes.
Days. And you're not the only one that's lonely.
Yeah, I get that. It's the end of the world. Don't stare too much.
Those people look to me for answers. I wish they didn't, but
Hey,
they do.
Garmy.
I'm not asking for them or myself.
You're a plain-spoken man.
I'm a father.
He needs to be now. Everyone
He's the one
has to
thing
be.
I don't want to fail.
My father didn't bother with comforting lies. He used his fist. He was a loveless, violent drunk and no good to anybody. I was not at his deathbed, Rick. I would not grant him that. And to this day, do not regret it.
Will you consider my request?
There are aspects to this. Respect my rules. No promises, but I will consider it.
Don't spoil it.
Yeah, if you come back with a huge grin on your face, everyone's going to know.
Did you find it?
Right. Is this what I think now? Yeah. Oh, that is so sweet.
Flower?
The Cherokee rose. The Cherokee mothers were grieving and crying so much because they were losing their little ones along the way. So the elders, they said a prayer, asked for a sign to uplift the mother's spirits, give them strength.
That one's got a deeper
Next
side than
day,
I thought.
This rose started to grow right where the mother's tears fell.
Huh.
I'm not fool enough to think there's any flowers blooming for my brother. Bloom for your little girl.
We've both been shot.
That's true.
Since you're in the club now, you get to wear the hat. Didn't you know?
Cheer him up. Right, just confirm it for me, will you? Wow, I cannot believe. After that speech you just gave. This just shows that we're all flawed. You're pregnant, aren't you? And I have a feeling when it was conceived or whose it is. Perfect. All right then, episode 4. They were tiptoeing around that for ages and not actually confirming it, but it doesn't take a genius to work out what that was. So what I was saying is, after all that speech that she gave about Carl when he was on his deathbed to Rick about being a protective mother and coming to the conclusion that if your son is on the edge, maybe it's that this is meant to be now, that in this world there shouldn't be any children. And the next minute, having to get a pregnancy test because you're up the duff. And I'm assuming, not being entirely certain, whose child it's going to be. But the fact that Rick's only been on the scene a matter of days, unlikely you would know you are pregnant at that point or missing your menstrual cycle or whatever that quickly. That's Shane's. I don't see how it can be anything else. So, there you go. like I say, another slow burn episode. People did pre-warn me of this, that this season slows down a little bit. Rick has pretty much asked him that they want to stay there. I don't know if that's the right choice or not, as I mentioned in the commentary. I'm not sure she should say anything right now to anybody about that, Laurie. But Glenn got to have sex. That was the highlight of the episode, where she was just plain and simple out with it. There's no time for any of all that crap and dating and pleasantries or anything. Now it's about companionship. It's about, like she said, I'm lonely too. It's not just you. And it's not like there's a lot of people around left anymore, especially for her age group as well. It's probably just best not telling her father, though, you know. So there you go. I think we'll leave it at that for that one. It's kind of at a, I don't know, it's kind of a point now where we need to find out, are they staying or aren't they staying? Cole's recovering okay, and we'll take it from there. So I will be back with episode 5 in a few days' time. We do 2 episodes a week on Patreon, 1 on YouTube at the present. If you do want to watch the full length episode, you can over on Patreon. You can just check the link in the description as always. If you haven't already subscribed, I would appreciate it, especially with this show, if you enjoy Walking Dead, with a long way to go. So don't forget to subscribe. Give the video a thumbs up, post comments down below, try and keep the spoilers to a minimum if you could please, and I will see you for episode 5 next. Take care.